In my last video, I showed you how the new keyframe features in DaVinci Resolve 21 give you better control over speed ramps, allowing you to edit to the beat in a way that is conceptually similar to using Time Stretcher in Fusion. The response was a mix of enthusiasm and a little frustration. A lot of editors commented that they preferred the older percentage-based speed curve. And while Blackmagic has not said that community feedback directly caused this change, Resolve 21.0.3 now includes a new legacy speed mode option that addresses one of the biggest complaints. So today I'm going to go over what changed, how to enable it, and a new workflow feature that can level up your editing speed. No pun intended. Let's clear the air a little bit. Resolve has supported retime speed curves and Bezier smoothing for years, but Resolve 20 introduced the redesigned keyframe and curve editor workflow, changing where and how those controls were accessed. This made it easier to work with animated parameters directly from the edit page, but the updated retiming workflow also caused some confusion for editors who are used to adjusting speed as a percentage. When you work with the retime speed curve, increasing or decreasing the speed of part of a clip can also change how much timeline duration that section requires. Depending on your ripple settings and surrounding edits, this can make it more difficult to keep a speed ramp aligned to a specific beat. With Resolve 21, the new curve editor placed more emphasis on working with the Retime Frame curve and the updated Bezier easing tools. This is similar in concept to using Time Stretcher in Fusion, because you are controlling which source frames appear at particular points in the timeline. When the beginning and ending positions of the clip remain fixed, this makes it easier to adjust the motion inside the established duration without throwing off the timing of the edit. The drawback is the retime frame graph is not always easy to understand at first. Instead of directly showing a speed percentage, it maps source frames against timeline frames. A steep curve means it is moving faster, and a descending curve represents reverse playback. Because this was not immediately clear, many frustrated users tried making their adjustments using the retime speed curve instead. Unfortunately, the familiar percentage-based handles and behavior were no longer available in the same way inside the newer workflow. But Resolve was quick to add another option. In the newly released version 21.0.3, Blackmagic added Legacy Speed Mode. When enabled, this restores the older percentage-based retime speed curve behavior inside the current curve editor. To enable it, start by selecting your clip, press Command-R on Mac or Control-R on Windows to open the retime controls. Click the triangle and next to the speed percentage, add a speed point where you want the ramp to begin and another one where you want it to end, and then adjust as necessary. Next, open either the Keyframes tab or the Keyframe tray. Switch to the Curve Editor and open the Parameter controls. Make sure Retime Speed is selected so the speed curve is visible. Click the three dots in the upper right corner of the Curve Editor and enable Legacy Speed Mode. You can now select your keyframes and select Ease In and Out. If the Bezier handles are not visible, open the three-dot menu again and enable Show Handles. You could then adjust the handles to control how gradually the clip accelerates or decelerates. A longer, flatter transition creates a more gradual ramp. A tighter curve creates a faster and more aggressive speed change. Retime frame makes sense when you're thinking about where individual frames should land. Retime speed makes sense when you're thinking in playback percentages. What's been your experience with the new retiming workflow? Do you prefer the percentage-based retime speed or the frame-based retime frame? Leave a comment below and let me know which one you prefer for your editing style. One thing that always frustrated me was having to manually apply Bezier easing to every keyframe. Just one of those things that's repetitive and time-consuming. But in this new update, DaVinci has also added configurable keyframe ease actions. That's right, folks. This means you can assign keyboard shortcuts to commands such as ease in, ease out, and ease in and out. To enable them, go to Keyword Customization under the DaVinci Resolve menu in the upper left corner of the screen. Type ease into the search field. you should see the available keyframe easing commands. They aren't set up by default, so you will have to enter in your specific shortcuts. I think it's just pretty awesome that Blackmagic is adding options that reflect how different editors prefer to work. And if you want to set up your workflow even faster, I put together my complete DaVinci Resolve workflow for you. It includes my project template, organized PowerGrades, a camera CST cheat sheet, and the export presets I use to keep everything faster and more consistent. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and smash that like button and also hit subscribe. My name is Andrew Cooper at andrewcoopervideo.com. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.